Hey guys, Kristen here. This is video 3 on how to travel with severe chronic fatigue. As I talked about in the first video, travel can be extremely exhausting even for healthy people. But when our energy is already so low, anything extra we have to do can just be extremely exhausting for us. I don't know how many of you have actually tried to travel when you're having like super bad symptoms, but it can take like days or weeks to recover from a really hard, long trip. So the tips I'm sharing here in this little series are about how to minimize the negative effects of travel on your body. Today I want to talk about food. Now, especially if you're going on a long trip that's going to take multiple hours, it is especially crucial to pack your own food. You don't always know when you're going to get a chance to eat something, which is why I highly recommend always bringing your own food for the duration of your entire trip. Even if you plan on stopping places to eat, always have more of the food than you think you're going to need, because it's the kind of thing where if you need it, you're going to be so glad you have it. And it's so easy to just pack a little bit extra just to get rid of that worry. So a few things that I recommend packing that are super nutritious, super portable, and also relatively inexpensive to get for your trip. So I definitely highly recommend a good protein bar. When I say a good protein bar, I mean one that's super low in sugar, is not going to spike your blood sugar and cause more fatigue when you're on the road. The Quest bars are pretty good. If you can tolerate all the ingredients in them, which are actually pretty minimal, then I've found them to be a good travel option for protein and some healthy fats when you're on the road. My favorite option, though, is just the avocado. Avocados actually travel super well. If you get them where they're like just a little bit ripe, but not too ripe, you can actually throw them in a bag and they're going to hold up pretty well, as long as they don't get too squished. You do want to be careful about where you place them in a bag, but they will travel well. And whoop, I got it after I dropped it. I do recommend packing a knife and a spoon if you are going to travel with an avocado, because that way you know you can open it and you know you can eat it without getting your hands all messy. And maybe a napkin too. All right, another source of healthy fats when you're traveling are pork skins. Now this brand, Epic, is especially awesome for nose to tail eating. And these are especially delicious. Like this barbecue seasoning flavor in the Epic pork rinds. They're just my favorite. Like I always have a few bags of these at home for when I'm traveling on the road. You can also find pork rinds at some convenience stores, especially if you're driving around. I haven't seen them at airports too often, but they are a really satisfying, filling, tasty, healthy snack that you can just throw in your bag and go. Now, I don't advocate a low-carb diet for the most part, but if you are traveling a lot, I actually try to keep the carbs to a minimum, because they can cause the mood swings and the blood sugar swings, and then they can just, make you a little less stable in an already tough situation. So that's why I really advise stocking up on the fats and the proteins for travel food. If you found this a useful tip on how to live with severe chronic fatigue, then it would mean the world to me if you would share this video with someone it can help. Whether that's a friend that you know or a group that you're a part of, it would be awesome if you would help me get the word out. And as always, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post here just about daily. Sending you love and health, I'm Kristen.